Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another update of my Canadian Dividend Investing Portfolio series. I have literally been like balls deep in the mountains for the last 2 months and have barely been checking anything stock related. I've hardly had any internet access, to be honest, so it has been a while since I have made an update, but here I am back again, ready to go. And when I signed in today, I looked at this and I said, what the minus 6%. The last time I looked at this was literally like a month or two ago, and I was up actually like I was up what's that $6,000, and now when I just signed back in, I'm down like almost five. So this has actually turned out to be quite a surprise. One doesn't just usually go into the mountains and come back out with $10,000 less because there's nowhere to spend your money in the mountains. But yeah, anyways, that's the stock market. Stock market's absolutely crazy, and this number goes up and down, but it's actually like, I don't know, you can't trust it at all these days because literally, like, if we go back a year, let's see, um, it has been up. We've been down below. We're down below again. That's the furthest down it's been ever. In my history of investing, we can actually take a look here at my all-time chart in Wealthsimple. This gray line here is my net deposits, and the green line above or below is the portfolio value. So right now it's the lowest it's ever been, down about 6% all time. But yeah, we're just gonna go with that anyways. And I'm gonna basically spend some money because I've got $300 in my account today, and we're just gonna take a look at the account statistics, portfolio, talk a little bit about the stocks that I have, the performance of everything, which is absolutely terrible, and go from there. So guys, yeah, stock value is sitting just under $70,000, or the portfolio balance is around $70,000. And like we've seen, we're down 4,700 for about 6.3%. Yeah, I've got $315 in the account today in cash that I'm going to be spending. And we're going to come back to this value at the end of it because this is the annual dividend income. This is increasing all the time. Right now, my yield is excessively high, almost encroaching 5%. Before all of this madness, it was normally sitting around like 3.5 or 4%, something like that. It's just really climbing up. That's because the yields of these stocks are pretty much staying the same while their value of the stock drops. And yeah, anyway, so we're looking at about $3,359 per year in passive income from these dividends. And regardless of what happens to the stock price, I can pretty much count on this for the most part to stay relatively stable, if not grow, as long as these companies still decide to continue growing their dividends, which they might kind of suppress a little bit if their stock price is doing so bad, but who knows. So yeah, looking here at the sector portfolio, actually, we can see that real estate is like really getting out of control for me. It has been far too big. Real estate is one of the hardest hit sectors of mine as well. Previously, I used to hold a lot of utility stocks, but that has just been shrinking, and that's something that I would like to grow up a little bit more, or grow out, let's say. So I'm not going to be shy about investing into more utility companies. And we can take a look in here basically and just kind of confirm that, yep, every month, every 3 months, we can see that this is going up, and that's because I am constantly, well, not lately, but usually I'm investing quite a lot. These last 2 months has been a little bit lazy for me. Like I said, I've been kind of without internet. But then if you just jump every 3 months, you can see that cycle for each of those months is increasing as we go, which is what we like to see. So let's take a look in here at the portfolio tab. And I've got it sorted right now for biggest gains at the top. Let's make sure that is up to date. So yeah, we have here some of the best companies here: Waste Connections, ATD, MRU, solid companies, doing really well. Wish I had invested more in those in the past, but you never really know with them. Some of them have pretty low dividends, actually extremely tiny dividends. Those are the companies that are doing the best. And as we go down the list here, we're seeing some massive losses on individual positions, as much as 68% on Bitfarms. That's crypto, so I'm not too worried about that. But when I look at something like Acon, Allied Properties, these are huge losses in terms of stock price that are going to take a very long time to recover through the dividends, or also just a very long time to recover if for the stock price to grow, because if it falls by 50%, basically to get back to where it was, it has to grow by 100% from its current position, which is kind of a long way to go. So yeah, we got lots of double digit losses in here. But with that comes a massive increase in the yields that they're currently yielding. So we can actually, let's sort this for, let's put the biggest yields at the top for a second. And we can see here like multiple stocks yielding over 7%. This is very unusual for the positions that I own. Tons over 6% as well. which is crazy. You can pretty much pick anything, invest into it, and yeah, you're just locking in a very high yield. We're still at risk of these stocks falling more in terms of their share price, but I'm just going to be spending about $300 today. I'm not putting like my entire life savings into today's price. And if the stocks fall again another 10%, sure, I might put in another $300 or something. But I'm just kind of easing in, and I'm trying to ease into these companies when they're down, because these are companies that I would like to hold for the long term. But what I was really also checking out is my extra spark lines tab, because when I came in here and I saw so much red, like there was a previous time in my portfolio where everything was green. That was wonderful, great. Had a lot to do with the COVID recovery, but that's old news now, and everything in Canada is just going crazy all the time. But when I just saw such a big loss in such a short period of time, I really wanted to come in here and just kind of see what's going on in the overall trend of all of my stocks quickly. And I was just scrolling here, and EIF was the first drop I noticed as I was coming down. Like, that's pretty significant. And when we went down here again, Emera, I saw that and I was like, what the heck, what's going on here? Another big drop in NPI, another massive drop here in Fortis, some really steep declines here, Bell. Like everything just fell off of a cliff in the last kind of couple of weeks, basically. Interjex, massive drop. Not everything dropped crazy, but there you go. Smart Centers, REI, some huge drops in here. Northwest Health, that one is extremely dramatic. And AQN here just falling off an absolute cliff. Same with TransAlta Renewables, and so on and so on. So I was pretty much looking down here though. The stock that caught my attention the most out of all of them is right here, is AQN. And when we come into the portfolio tab here, we can see that on this position at the moment, they're beat up so bad for me. I am down like 20%. They're yielding over 6%. And this is also a company that exhibits a pretty decent dividend growth over time as well. They don't just like keep their dividend flat. So I thought, yeah, this is a no-brainer. I'm not going to get too creative in this video. I'm just going to drop all the money into one position, and then just go from there, and then just kind of like maybe just like wait a little while, watch the stock market, probably go back into the mountains for a bit and come back out and buy some more. So we can also, just because the market is so dodgy at the moment, I did want to just double check what's going on with AQN. I wanted to buy them on the weekend, but it's not possible. I wanted to buy them first thing this morning, but I had some issues with the computer, and they're just climbing up. Holy moly, they're climbing fast. Okay, I'm gonna jump into this quick because I do plan on buying them. Strong buy recommendations. What was I actually looking for in here? I always do just double check the financials. Everything in here looks moderately okay. A little bit of negative earnings there. That's okay, nothing completely alarming here. So we're just going to jump into Wealthsimple Trade and go ahead and make the purchase. So AQN is here. We're going to just go up until we hit around $300. So probably, let's see if I can get that. We get away with 20 on a market buy. I might not be able to do that. Okay, so we're going to go back. We're going to drop down to 19 for the market buy. Should be enough. I know how market orders work. We're not going to show that again. And we're going to go ahead and just confirm that order. Okay, so the order has been sent. Now what I need to do is just pop into the into the activity tab, and just see what the price was that actually cleared. So it was 15.61 and 19 shares. So I'm going to drop that back into my transactions tab on the spreadsheet. So we're just going to scroll down here. This is a master list of all of the transactions I've ever done, and today we just need to add in one. So we have TSE it's not ARE, AQN. Today is actually October 3rd, 2022. I bought 19 shares, and that was again a unit price of 15.61, and I didn't pay any trading fees, and this in fact was in Canadian dollars. So now that that's in there, the last thing to do is just come back to the summary tab and just double check what's going on in here. I've got $19 left. I might just buy one more cheap stock of something after the video is over. But basically, my annual dividend income at the beginning of the video was $3,359, and now we're up to $3,377. So that's an increase of about $18 per year, which is pretty good, I think, considering I've spent about $300 on the stocks. That'll just be getting that over and over again going into the future, and I do hope that the stock price of this company does come back up along with the rest of the market and a lot of these other positions. But already, just by making the purchase, and that little boost in the stock price that we've seen here just today alone, where they've actually gone up a little bit. You can see that my unrealized gain and loss has already gone in the direction that we wanted, because before it was worse than 20% down, and now we're in the 19 somewhere. So guys, hopefully the next time you check in with these videos, more of these will be back in the green, going that direction, or if they're going back down, I'll certainly just be buying more and locking in some of these insanely high dividends for the future, for the long term. Because that's what this is all about, is growing this passive income from dividends slowly and consistently, so that in the very long term, like multiple years or decades from now in my retirement, whatever that time will be, I'll have a significantly high cash flow that I'll be able to use. So yeah, guys, just hang on, hang tight. I'm sure a lot of people are in a similar situation with the way that the Canadian market has been. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you down in the comments and in the next video.